You probably already know that as we get older, we naturally lose muscle. But here's the part most people never hear. After the age of 60, this loss speeds up dramatically, even if you're still active. It's called sarcopenia, and it can quietly steal up to 30% of your muscle mass by the time you reach your late 70s. That's not just a number, it's the difference between getting up from a chair easily or needing someone's arm for balance. It's the difference between enjoying a walk with your grandchildren or sitting out because your legs feel like they're made of lead. Yes, regular exercise and protein-rich meals are essential, but here's what most seniors don't realize. Your body's ability to use those nutrients efficiently also declines with age. That means even if you're eating the right foods, you might still be slowly losing strength unless you give your body targeted help. That's where certain natural supplements can make all the difference. Not in a flashy, overnight way, but in a steady, behind-the-scenes way that lets your body keep building and repairing muscle. We're about to walk through 8 of the best natural supplements proven to help seniors fight muscle loss. These aren't miracle pills. They're science-backed, safe, and work with your body's natural processes. And each one plays a different role, so you'll know exactly what to choose depending on your needs. Let's start with one of the most underestimated supplements for muscle preservation. Supplement number 1, omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard omega-3s are good for your heart and brain, but what most people over 60 don't realize is that they're also a quiet ally for your muscles. Research from the National Institute on Aging has shown that omega-3s can actually increase muscle protein synthesis. That's your body's ability to turn protein from food into new muscle tissue. Why does this matter? Well, as we age, our muscles become a bit deaf to protein signals. When you were younger, eating a piece of salmon or a few eggs would quickly trigger muscle-building activity. After 60, that same meal produces a much smaller response. Omega-3s act like a microphone, amplifying that signal so your muscles can still hear it. One study found that older adults who took omega-3 supplements for 6 months gained more muscle strength than those who didn't, even without changing their exercise routine, and the benefits go beyond strength. Omega-3s reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, meaning less stiffness, quicker recovery, and better mobility over time. You can get omega-3s from fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, but many seniors don't eat enough of these foods regularly. A high-quality fish oil or algae oil supplement can bridge that gap. Algae oil is especially useful for those who prefer a plant-based option, and it still delivers the same muscle protective benefits. Picture it this way. If your muscles are the engine that keeps you moving, protein is the fuel, but omega-3s are the oil that keeps all the moving parts running smoothly. Without them, the engine still works, but with more friction, more wear, and more breakdown over time. With them, every step feels a little easier, every climb a little less of a strain. Supplement number 2, creatine monohydrate. When most people hear the word creatine, they think of bodybuilders or young athletes in the gym. But here's what hardly anyone tells seniors: creatine is one of the most researched and effective natural supplements for preserving muscle mass and strength as we age. And you don't need to lift heavy weights to benefit from it. Creatine works by replenishing your muscles' energy stores, specifically something called ATP, which is the immediate fuel your muscles use to contract. When ATP runs low, muscles tire quickly. In younger bodies, creatine levels are naturally higher, so the engine runs smoothly. But after 60, our natural stores decline, meaning our muscles run out of quick energy faster, leading to weakness, slower movement, and even a higher risk of falls. Several studies, including ones published in the Journal of Gerontology, show that creatine supplementation in older adults can lead to noticeable increases in muscle strength and physical performance. And the benefits go beyond muscle. Research also suggests creatine supports brain health, helping with memory and mental clarity, which can be especially valuable as we age. Here's the best part: creatine doesn't just work for people who train hard in the gym. Even seniors who do light activities like walking, gardening, or gentle resistance exercises see improvements. Think of creatine as adding an extra gear to your muscles. That extra gear might be what lets you climb a flight of stairs without stopping halfway, or carry your groceries without feeling like you've just done a workout. Creatine is safe for most people when taken in the recommended dose of around 3 to 5 grams per day, but it's always wise to check with your healthcare provider first, especially if you have kidney concerns. You can mix the powder into water, juice, or even tea. It has no taste, so you won't notice it. The real magic of creatine for seniors is that it doesn't just help you build muscle, it helps you keep the muscle you already have. And in the fight against muscle loss, preservation is just as important as growth. Over time, that can mean more independence, better balance, and the freedom to keep doing the things you love without hesitation. If you're serious about maintaining your strength after 60, creatine deserves a place on your list. It's one of the simplest, most affordable, and most effective ways to give your body the energy it needs to stay strong. Supplement number 3, collagen peptides. If creatine is the fuel for your muscles, collagen is the glue that holds your body together. After 60, this glue starts to thin out, and you feel it in every creak of your knees, every stiffness in your shoulders, and every time you wake up feeling like your joints are wrapped in sandpaper. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, making up a large part of your skin, bones, tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. But from around age 25, our natural collagen production begins to decline, and by the time we're in our 60s, we can be producing less than half of what we did in our youth. That's why joints start aching, skin loses elasticity, and even muscles lose some of their structure and resilience. For seniors, supplementing with collagen peptides is like giving your body the raw materials it needs to repair the scaffolding inside you. Unlike some proteins, collagen peptides are broken down into easily digestible amino acids, especially glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, all essential for rebuilding connective tissue and keeping joints lubricated. Studies in the British Journal of Nutrition and Current Medical Research and Opinion show that older adults who take collagen supplements experience less joint pain, improved mobility, and even better muscle mass retention when paired with light resistance exercise. That's because collagen isn't just about keeping you flexible, it supports the tendons and ligaments that anchor your muscles to your bones. Stronger connections mean more stability, better balance, and a reduced risk of falls. Imagine your joints as hinges on a well-used door. Without oil, they grind and squeak until eventually they wear out. Collagen peptides are that oil, keeping movement smooth and reducing the microtears that cause stiffness and pain. And unlike synthetic joint supplements, collagen works with your body's own repair systems, helping you rebuild rather than just mask symptoms. The easiest way to take collagen peptides is in powdered form, mixed into coffee, tea, smoothies, or even soup. They're tasteless and dissolve completely. Many seniors find that taking 10 grams a day over several months produces noticeable changes, from reduced morning stiffness to more energy for daily walks. And here's something most people don't realize: collagen also supports muscle recovery. When your connective tissue is stronger, you can move more confidently, work your muscles harder, and bounce back faster. Over time, this creates a positive cycle where movement feels good instead of painful, encouraging you to stay active, the single most important thing you can do to keep muscle loss at bay. If you've been feeling like your joints are holding you back from living fully, collagen peptides can help unlock a new chapter of freedom in your later years. They're not a magic cure, but for many seniors, they're the missing piece that makes movement possible again. Supplement number 4, beta-alanine. Most people over 60 have never even heard of beta-alanine, yet it could be the missing key to fighting muscle fatigue and keeping you active for years longer. Think of it as the quiet helper that loads your muscles with the stamina they need to keep going, even when you think you're ready to stop. Unlike many supplements that focus solely on muscle size, beta-alanine works on your endurance, your ability to keep moving, walking, or lifting without your legs turning to lead halfway through. Here's how it works in simple terms. When you move, your muscles produce acid as a byproduct. This acid buildup is one of the main reasons you feel that burning sensation and sudden weakness that forces you to stop. Beta-alanine helps your body create more carnosine, a natural compound in muscles that buffers this acid. It's like giving your muscles a sponge that soaks up fatigue, letting you go further before hitting that wall. For seniors, this isn't just about exercise performance, it's about real life. Imagine walking up a hill without having to pause every few steps, or finishing a round of gardening without needing to sit down for half an hour to recover. Studies published in journals like Amino Acids show that beta-alanine supplementation in older adults significantly improves muscle endurance and delays fatigue. That means more energy for the activities you love, whether it's playing with grandkids, dancing at a family event, or keeping up with your walking group. One of the overlooked benefits is how endurance ties directly to preventing falls. When your muscles tire more slowly, your coordination stays sharper for longer. That could be the difference between catching yourself if you stumble or ending up with a hip fracture that changes your independence forever. Now, here's what's reassuring. Beta-alanine isn't a stimulant and it's naturally produced by the body, so moderate supplementation is generally considered safe. The main thing people notice is a harmless tingling sensation in the skin if they take too much at once. Splitting doses or using sustained release forms can prevent that. For the best results, it works well when paired with resistance training or even simple daily activity. Think of it as the partner that keeps you going while your exercise helps build and maintain your muscle mass. And since its effects build up over several weeks, it's not an instant fix, but rather a long-term investment in your physical resilience. So, while most people your age might only be talking about protein or calcium, you'll know about the endurance booster that works behind the scenes, making sure your muscles don't give up before you do. Beta-alanine may not be a household name, but for seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and mobile, it could quietly be one of the smartest additions to your daily routine. Supplement number 5. HMB, beta-hydroxy-beta-methylbutyrate. If you've never heard of HMB, you're not alone. Most seniors have no idea this nutrient even exists, yet research shows it could be one of the most powerful allies against muscle loss after 60. HMB is a compound your body naturally produces when it breaks down the amino acid leucine, which is found in protein-rich foods. While leucine helps trigger muscle building, HMB goes one step further. It protects your existing muscle from breaking down. That's crucial because as we age, the rate of muscle breakdown often outpaces the rate of muscle repair. Think of your muscles like a retirement savings account. Building muscle is like depositing money, but daily wear and tear withdraws from that account. HMB works like a security system, slowing down those withdrawals so you can keep more of what you've built. In studies published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle, seniors supplementing with HMB showed improved muscle mass, better strength, and higher physical performance scores, even without intense exercise. And when combined with regular activity, the benefits were even greater. One reason it's so effective is that HMB supports the health of muscle cell membranes, keeping them strong and less prone to damage during activity. This means more stability when walking, less soreness after light workouts, and a lower risk of the rapid muscle loss that can follow illness or injury. It's also well tolerated with no serious side effects when taken at recommended doses. The typical supplemental dose for seniors is around 3 grams per day, often split into smaller servings. For anyone wanting to preserve mobility, independence, and vitality well into their later years, HMB can be a game changer. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder, it's about keeping your muscles strong enough to do the things you love without fear that your strength will slip away. Supplement number 6. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about fighting muscle loss, but this ancient adaptogenic herb has a growing body of modern research behind it, especially for seniors. While it's best known for reducing stress and improving sleep, its role in preserving muscle and physical strength after 60 is becoming hard to ignore. Chronic stress is one of the hidden saboteurs of muscle health. When stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated for too long, your body begins to break down muscle tissue for energy. This can accelerate sarcopenia, the age-related decline in muscle mass, and leave you feeling weaker, more fatigued, and slower to recover from even mild activity. Ashwagandha helps by supporting balanced cortisol levels, creating a hormonal environment that allows your body to repair and build muscle instead of breaking it down. In a study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, participants who took ashwagandha experienced significant gains in muscle strength and size compared to those taking a placebo, and while the study included younger adults, the mechanisms apply to older adults as well, especially when paired with light resistance exercise. But the benefits go beyond direct muscle support. Ashwagandha can also improve sleep quality, and good sleep is when the body does its most efficient muscle repair and regeneration. For seniors, better sleep also means more daytime energy to stay active, which further protects against muscle loss. This herb may also enhance endurance by improving oxygen utilization in the body, making everyday activities like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or gardening less physically draining. Ashwagandha is available in capsules, powders, or tinctures, with common daily dosages ranging from 300 to 600 milligrams of a standardized extract. While generally safe, it's wise to speak to a healthcare provider before starting, especially for those on medications for blood pressure, thyroid, or anxiety. For seniors looking to protect their independence, reduce muscle loss, and maintain the energy to stay active, ashwagandha offers a natural, well-researched way to support both body and mind. Supplement number 7, L-Carnitine. L-carnitine is one of those supplements that often gets overlooked in conversations about muscle health, yet it plays a vital role in the very process that keeps your muscles alive and strong: energy production. Think of it as the shuttle service that carries fatty acids into your cell's power plants, the mitochondria, where they are burned for fuel. Without enough of it, your muscles can feel like an engine running on low-grade fuel, sluggish, weak, and quick to tire. As we age, our body's natural production of L-carnitine declines. This is a problem because muscle tissue depends heavily on mitochondria to stay healthy and functional. Lower L-carnitine levels can mean less efficient energy metabolism, slower recovery after physical activity, and a greater risk of muscle loss over time. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who supplement with L-carnitine can experience improvements in muscle mass, strength, and walking speed, especially when combined with light exercise. For seniors struggling with fatigue or stamina issues, this is significant. Stronger legs, more endurance, and the ability to perform daily activities without exhaustion can be the difference between living independently and relying on others. L-carnitine also helps reduce exercise-induced muscle damage by decreasing oxidative stress in the muscles. This means less soreness after activity and quicker recovery, making it easier to keep moving consistently without fear of overexertion. Typical dosages range from 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams per day, often split into 2 doses. It's available as L-carnitine tartrate, acetyl L-carnitine, or propionyl L-carnitine, each with slightly different benefits, but all support muscle health in seniors. While generally safe, it's important to check with a healthcare provider before starting, especially for those with thyroid or heart conditions. By helping your muscles use energy more efficiently, L-carnitine can be a quiet but powerful ally in your fight against muscle loss after 60. Supplement number 8, Tart cherry extract. When most people think about fighting muscle loss, they focus on protein powders, amino acids, or fish oil. But here's what many overlook: muscle breakdown in seniors is often worsened by chronic inflammation and slower recovery after activity. Tart cherry extract, made from Montmorency cherries, is one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant supplements, and research shows it can help preserve muscle mass in older adults. Tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, compounds that not only reduce joint pain but also help repair microscopic muscle damage after physical activity. A study from the European Journal of Sports Science found that tart cherry supplementation sped up recovery, reduced soreness, and improved muscle strength in both athletes and older participants. For seniors, that faster recovery can mean staying active without the fear of next-day stiffness stealing your motivation. Think of your muscles like a finely woven fabric. Every time you move, tiny threads can fray. Without enough antioxidants, those frayed edges take longer to repair, and over time, the fabric weakens. Tart cherry extract works like a master tailor, quickly repairing those threads so your muscles remain strong, supple, and ready for the next challenge. Beyond muscle health, tart cherry extract also supports better sleep by naturally boosting melatonin levels. And when you sleep better, your body releases more growth hormone, which is crucial for muscle repair and strength maintenance after 60. You can drink tart cherry juice, but the concentrated extract in capsule or powder form delivers a therapeutic dose without the extra sugars. Many studies use around 480 milliquisimoles of tart cherry extract per day, but as always, it's wise to check with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement. By targeting both inflammation and recovery, tart cherry extract gives seniors a double advantage in the fight against muscle loss, helping you stay mobile, active, and pain-free well into your later years. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's that muscle loss is not an inevitable part of getting older. Every choice you make, every supplement you take, every nutrient you prioritize is a brick you lay in the foundation of your future strength and independence. You're not just fighting weakness, you're fighting for the freedom to climb the stairs without fear, to carry your groceries without strain, and to keep doing the things that make life rich and meaningful. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s transform their energy, their posture, even their outlook on life simply by nourishing their bodies in the right way. And here's the truth: your muscles are listening to you right now. What you feed them today determines what they can do tomorrow. So ask yourself, what's one thing from this video you can start today? Maybe it's adding tart cherry extract to help you recover faster. Maybe it's picking one new nutrient to support your daily strength. I want to hear from you in the comments. What supplement or food has made the biggest difference in your energy or mobility? Your story could inspire someone else who's on the verge of giving up to keep going. because the best time to protect your strength was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now.